Hello guys, and welcome to Top Channel 1 live stream. Yeah, it's today is going to be a bit loud, very loud, because our power has gone off here, and I just powered up my generator, and so if you hear anything in the background that is very loud, that's my generator, because power has gone off here. So I just powered up my generator. So I'm throwing in some music, some loud music, just to kind of at least trump the generator noise. But yeah, that's what's going on here. Today we're going to be making this anime room here, kind of a Japanese architecture, kind of, I don't know, aesthetic. I think maybe. I'm just looking at these large windows that I'm not sure how they call them. That's what we're going to be doing. Going to do a lot of dressing up, and I think also we're going to also try to dive in into some sterilized shaders here. Try to get the look, a similar look like this. Hello, Darius CG. How are you? Glad to see you are joining us. How's everything? Yeah, so just going to play some music in the background. Hopefully the generator noise is not too loud. But let's do some promos before we get into this. Yeah, so today's promos, the first one is going to be Toon Kit. This is a Cycles add-on that lets you create a toon-like shaders. I can say you have this half-tone effect. You have an anime style shader in there. A lot of different styles that you can create using this add-on. So this add-on would be very useful in making a room like this to get the aesthetic look like this. You can use the Toon Kit for Cycles to do that. Link is in the description if you want to get it for yourself. Then there is also this material asset pack. This is a library of asset materials that you can use in your library. So a bunch of materials with an additional add-on interface that makes it much easier for you to use the materials. You can see comes with a lot of settings here. You can even use it to displace different materials. Link is provided in the description. And then finally we have the City Road Builder, same guy who created the previous add-on. This is an add-on to create roads, and they come with materials, lights, street lights, signs, all different types, and a good interface to add to that, so that you can easily use this. Link is provided in the description. You also have some plans to add to that, to your streets. Good way to change the materials, tweak them a bit, make them more reflective or less reflective. You can see you can also use them to use the add-on to create an overpass or bridges. Yeah, the link is provided in the chat, and getting the add-on using my affiliate link also helps out the channel, so that would be amazing. Yeah, so let's continue with I was trying to look at some different styles to work with, different rooms to look at, but I chose to go with this because I thought it was looking much better. I think it's the same image here. So let's dive in. I think we're going to be using Eevee for this. So just woke up. No, for me it's been at least 6 hours from the time I woke up. Okay, let's see how we can do this. We can start with the room itself. Set up the layout. I'll turn on random colors here. Also turn on shortcuts for anyone who wants to see that. Okay. I'll duplicate this for the roof. So what time is it, Darius, on your side, if you don't mind? Okay, I think this is rotated around this. Maybe the room is a bit wider. like that. Let's work on the back wall. Just going to grab this edge, extrude it down. Now let me also separate it like that so that the walls are separated. Also want to make this long so that our camera is inside. 10 a.m. in Lithuania. Ah, nice. So you just woke up at 10 a.m. That's amazing for you, man. Are you not working? Or are you not working today? If you do work. Or hello, Kasul. How are you? How is everything? Okay, so let's see. Let's add these frames here. Let me use EV town ambient occlusion, bloom, screen space reflections, and screen space refractions. Is this live? Yes, it is. Rise, Cedrus. Yes, it is. It is. Let me get myself. Let me see. Can I get? Let's see. Let's see. I think we can also use some irradiance map. I think my room is too large, so it should be around that. Let me just bring the camera back in. Okay, I want to use an irradiance map as well. So let's set that up. Bump up the resolution a bit, like that. And yeah. So these walls can have a solidify modifier for some thickness, like that. Also, the roof can also have some thickness as well. I was very lazy today. I got to work at 3 p.m. Oh, so you work, is that a night shift? I would imagine that would have to be a night shift. Let me grab this wall, separate it like that. We want a wall here or a door here. So let me separate this. Let me first get rid of the solidify modifier for a bit. Okay, so let me work on this door frame here. Seems like this is just a single block. It's like afternoon shift up to 10 p.m. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Now, what is it that you do, if you don't mind, again? Let's add a bevel. Something like that. Now, let's create a shader that matches this. So, in here, I'm going to first import a texture, an image texture of wood. So let me go to my resources and look for some wood, some simple wood, maybe something like this. Unwrap this. Let me add a seam here, max seam. Grab these unwrap like that. Yeah, so that's going to be our wood. Hello, Burning Bright. Good morning, sir. What we up to and how things are? Things are great. We're just making this room here. It's an anime style room. Yeah, and some procedure, some anime shader, the toon shader that we could use. I don't like to work a lot. No one does, I think. Most people don't like to work a lot. So it's not just you. Croupier? I'm not sure what that is. How did you learn how to create the 2D mix 3D anime style art? Or what do you call this art also? Yeah, it's just practice. Let me call this March anime room. Hello, Burning Bright. How are you? Glad to see you here. Okay, so one thing you notice about anime, there is always lines on the line tracings over the material. So to do those line tracings, I was experimenting, and I realized that the Fresnel node could work here. I'll just have to play around with we just have to play around with the index of reflection, and you can see we already can see some lines there. And I'm going to use a color ramp to bring in a lot of contrast to this. And we want the lines to be really, really thin, like that. Okay, so from this distance, they might not be very visible. And I want them to be, so let's see, let's play with the index of reflection until we can see some lines. We add some mapping and see. Try to scale or reposition this a bit. Now, yeah, I'm going to have that as a mask, and just duplicate. Sorry, just blend this with this. Is this as a factor? I think, yeah, something like that, and then we can make these darker. So you can see that these are now looking like that. And another thing I could do is add another mix node here, just so I can play with how contrasted these colors are. Then I can use this here, and I just add in some roughness. Just a tiny bit of it, like that. Okay. Dealing cards in one word. Oh, I see. Try bevel node. Well, because I'm using cycles, I don't think. Sorry, because I'm using Eevee, I don't think the bevel would work here. So input bevel node. Does it work? Let's see. Maybe it does work. What color ramp? It could work, but it doesn't really give you a single line, like something like the this. That's why you could use it here, and let me see, go back here, add some light. Let's bring in a sun. And we can also do some light baking here. So let's go here, indirect lighting, bake light. Just see how things are going to look. Not much, because we don't really have much light in here. While you practice dope, it must have took a lot of time to figure out how to create some element texture. Yeah, you have to sometimes do some practice to get things to work the way you expect them, to get the look you're looking for. I'm still making this door. Now I think I'm going to also use an HDRI. So let me go to the world settings, environment, and bring in an HDRI. Let's use something like I don't know, some kind of forest here, like that. And let me go back to the world settings and just rotate this a bit. Let's try baking again. Okay. Now this wall here can use a variation of the material we created here. So I'll call this wood 2. Now this time the Fresnel could be, let me first unwrap this using cube projection. Yeah, this should also use the same material. Now, you don't want the texture to be too visible, so we just need a blend, a small blend like that. Let me go to my asset library. I look for some flow material. Let me look for concrete. Maybe something like this. Also add a mixed color GB here, just to give it a slight color as well, colorization as well, maybe overlay. I took a break from Blender. Right now it's not so easy to get back into Blender, especially with procedural nodes. Well, you can start with what you remember best, and then can go from there. Are the final renders on Eevee or cycles? So for this one, I want to use the final cycles for the final render. Let's bake the lighting one more time. Okay. Then let me see. Let me add some volumetrics to this. And finally, okay, I think I saw that. Let's do wireframe and new shader principal volume. Point. And I think we need to go to the volume settings. Let me see the distance here that we have. So about 8, so I can go to the volumetric settings and change the end clip to about 10, so that we reduce on how the banding, the resolution that is needed to render these volumetrics. Let me see. And we can also reduce on like that. Let me change the sun direction to be at the same angle as that. Then let's bake again. Hello, Mohammed Wail. How are you? Glad to see you. Okay. Now I'm going to grab this and make it, I think, a bit. This should be a different material than this. I think you can't land good? Why not? Hello, Satoshi Kuma. How are you? Glad to see you. How are things? Okay, so we want that there and another one up there, and maybe another one around there. Then I'm just going to grab this face, Shift D, learning about 3D modeling can get frustrating. Yeah, it can, but as you learn more, it becomes much fun and much easier. So just keep at it, and maybe you start getting it. Have ever wanted to work in CG Studio? Oh, do you mean have I ever wanted to work in a 3D studio? Yeah, I would love that, but the issue is that we don't really have that many in the country. Oh, I don't think we even have any. Most of these are just advertising firms, so their work is very specific. But it would be fun to work in a studio, I think. Just good. Let's duplicate these. I think these we need them to be thinner. Shift D, rotate. Anim Dash Joshi for Anim. They use NPR chef Share and photorealistic renders, bro. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm from a studio. It sucks here. I am learning Blender and it's frustrating. Why does it suck? Is the place not fun, or is it simply too much work? Hey, Luchalema, how are you? Let's do a smart projection for this. Just make sure that all these, so can make this as a single door. Like that. I think there is glass inside this, and maybe a little bit extra detail would help. Smart projection. Modeling boss is easy. Mod align, okay, but how it comes to modeling sculpture is hard. Yeah, sculpting is hard because it requires a good understanding of topology or muscle construction of a character if you're modeling characters, if you're sculpting characters. Let me give this non-refractive glass. Do you know Blender Material Library has efficient glass shader with no caustics? Blender Material Library, what is that? I'm not sure I know that. Do you mean that there are some materials that come with the Blender asset browser? Want some doorknob like this. Okay. I must have some doorknobs that I could use. Let me just search for a door and just get one. I have this door as well. Let me just get only the knob here. User preferences, add Blender material. Oh, there is an add-on. See. Edit blend material. Well, there isn't for me. Maybe it's a different version of Blender. Not sure. Okay, so we have that dough should be mirrored. Maybe this doorknob can be a bit bigger. Also rotate it. Maybe let's see. Thinner. Also going to grab this again. Search material library, but your glass version is looking good as well as that shader in library. Yeah, let me see. Material. Oh, material library. So found it. And how do you access this? Like, is it here? I think I should just have this as a single mesh. Okay, this can go here. This doorknob is not needed here, so remove it. Do you ever share your assets, or you sell it? I sell it. You can get my assets on Patreon, or you can visit my store cgtrader.com. I need this mirrored on the Y or in X, like that. Okay, let me bring this wall. Let's bake again. Bake the lighting again. Add volumetric shadows. Bake. The material you are using, go downward, and there it is a preset where you set the alpha setting of the glass, of any glass shader. The material I'm using, you mean? Oh, I see here. Okay, okay, okay. Ah. New library, apply, preview material. I see. Do you want to see my Behance account? Yeah, you can share that on Discord. Sometimes I go there and just browse through what you guys do. So, hello Eugene Radal. Hello Helisarius. How are you guys doing? How is your morning? That looks good. Thank you, Uncreepable Games. Thank you, thank you. Do you have you traveled outside Uganda? Yes, I have to the neighboring Kenya, so I haven't done a lot of traveling. But I was hoping I would be able to do it this year, but still things are still tight, especially there's still some restrictions in different countries, so, and I'm not very sure about my budget just yet. One thing I could do here is add, but yeah. So have you traveled yourself, Erisarius, or has any one of you done a lot of traveling? Let me adding an area light. The size of the door usually helps bring in more light in the scene, and I'm just going to show you what I mean. So I usually put a light like this and just increase the power to make the room a bit brighter. Now for this, because I have some volumetrics, you can see it's adding that haze that I don't want, so I'm going to just turn down the volumetric for it and maybe just give it nice yellow. No traveling after 2020. I went to Europe and Australia. Oh, that's nice. And how did you find your trip? Was it just a vacation or was it business? I think these walls need to have the same material like that. Let's see. Okay, so we need to add some frames like these. So let's do that. I'm going to grab a cube. Vacation, no business. Ah, nice. But you traveled to 2 countries. That sounds quite expensive. How did you manage? Okay, let me check why my music is off. Give me a moment. Okay. No, I'll check Behance after the stream. I can't really check much when I'm streaming. Okay, I'm not sure why my music is down. I make sure that my recording is good. Yeah, having some issues, but let's hope it's not too much. Anyway, let's continue with just doing this. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's add these wall frames. Hello, Anthony Carbonaro. How are you? How are you doing? Are you married? No, I'm not. No, 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 no. I'm married to Blender for now. It's let me see, let me see, let me see. I want you to check it and see. Yeah, I'll check it after. I just wanted to start over. Okay, my mic was off. This new material and give this a bevel. Just extrude the corners. Like this. And me? Are you asking me, Helisarius? Nah. I've not been to Lithuania. So how many of you guys are married? Have a family and stuff, like children and stuff? Anyway, come here, grab this, extrude. Let me first remove the volumetric for a bit, because I think it's kind of getting in the way. And let me bake again. Let's see, how does this look without baked light? And just make sure everything is good. I'm 27. I am not married. I am married to Blender. Yeah, like me. And cripple. I'm only 17. I'm not thinking of that yet. Yeah, that's very young. I think it would be even illegal for you to get married at that age. At least depending on where you are, where you're located. For most places, even here, that age, you can't get married at that age. It's too young. I am 24 and will marry next year. Man, congratulations, man. Congratulations. It's not really easy to just find someone to settle down with. For me, I'm 32, I think. Okay, never really keep good track of my age. I guess I don't want to remind myself how old I am getting. But yeah. It's never really easy to find someone to settle with. So if you have money to do that at that young age, man, congratulations. That's a big milestone, I would think. Did you get a new GPU? No, I'm still using the old one. It does the work. And especially with these anime stuff, they don't really require a lot of GPU. So I'm sticking with what I have for now, because I want to keep my expenses a bit low as I'm doing other stuff that chew my money. So, because if I decided to buy a GPU every time my PC slows down, yeah, that is really would cut into my bank account really hard. Let's continue these like that. Bake the light. Yeah, let me play with the contrast a bit. Like that. We need, and just join this. We need this thing as well. I am from the US, but don't get your partners in bunch. It's not better or worse. Yeah. Well, it's a hard topic, I think. And since I don't really have that much experience, I have never been married before, so I can't really say much about marriage, except what I can't speak from experience about that. So yeah, don't know. So how many of you are planning to get married, if I may ask? Because I understand some people would prefer just to stay single forever. How does it feel how does it feel to be old? Well, it never really feels like you're old, except when people remind you. I'm not that old. Just I guess I wouldn't, unless if I'm among young kids, like 17-year-olds, like you guys here. That might make me feel a bit old, but not that old. I'm not that old. Do you worry you will feel you? Don't worry, you will feel it soon. Rest assured. That would be nice. Yeah, let's see. Let's add an array to this. So, Burning Bright, is there any chance I might be invited to the wedding? Because I love weddings. Is there any chance I might be invited? The healing component, how are you? How are you? Grab this, rotate this. I'm good, and how are you? I'm great. I am great as well. Okay, so we seem to need a window somewhere here. I think so. I'm just going to grab, let me see. Yeah, grab this frame, scale it down. I'm liking the modularity here. Of course, you will be invited. Would love to see you in Pakistan. Nice. It would be amazing. It would be amazing if I could. Yeah, the modularity is very useful, because I think I could also reuse this for other projects. I think after the stream I will try to get what I can get from this and save it into my library of stuff. Let me grab this. What GPU are you using? You can use exclamation mark specs, and that should show you.